I think when you get that fake spring teaser, it's warmer than it was.
It hurts when
before
it
the
goes
spring
back.
teaser.
I was like, oh, I'm
and then
gonna
they
do
say
stuff in my yard. Of course, then I also didn't read, like, we're not supposed to do that yet, and then it 15 degrees, and I was like,
At least we're not out east. I mean, most of my colleagues
Oh my
are
God.
like
It's
shoveling
blizzard.
their driveways.
I know, Dan and Julia are in New York, and I was just like, send me pictures, what is it like? And they had already gotten, I think, a foot.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also heard in the, like, the
she's so funny. She's
Olympic hockey teams,
I know your mom
that
very well.
the
She used to
Canadian
work
and
for
US
us.
hockey teams were supposed to come back
Oh.
quickly into New York to do all their regular NHL games, and they had to get them all diverted to Miami.
Oh my gosh.
Because they had to get them back for the games.
They had to get back. They
Yeah.
couldn't fly into New York.
Right,
It's a small
right.
world.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I talk to Ann, I feel like the world gets smaller.
Apparently, it's a really unusual storm. They haven't had that much snow in
Lifer.
many years.
Like combined with
Exactly.
We can't explain ourselves.
some technical
Doesn't make sense.
I didn't know technical definition.
Of course there is. Of course all weather phenomena have like a spur.
I want to get a party bus and bring everything
True.
to all 5 of the houses I lived in.
I can't believe it's gonna be March. Okay, anyway.
Ridiculous.
March.
Spring this.
I know. I was actually thinking too that like when we have these shorter meetings, like that would be nice to go to Hillgrove. And if it's
Now that, I would say, Anna's actually really.
Well, you're really
I know.
dreaming. We're not there yet.
I'm pushing it.
That would be very nice. That would be very nice.
Yeah.
She was like, oh no, lots of people do that. They move from
Yeah.
two or
Yeah.
I kind of love it when
as
all these
many
guys
as
are
they
here.
are.
Like it's just nice
It's
to
like,
see
you know, we
them.
went from the ranch to the,
Yeah.
just got a little bit bigger, a
It's
little bit
full.
bigger.
See
and
all of them now,
And then
you
downsize.
know,
Then downsize,
help
yeah.
support the village.
I know.
I know, and they all support each other.
Okay, we're almost there. One more minute on the Apple clock of the world.
I know. It's not on the official clock
I
either.
know. I know the official clock is keeping up with Apple. Ticking quietly. Gotta wait. Almost 7. Oh, it's 7 now. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the February 23rd, 2026 meeting of the Village of Western Springs Village Board of Trustees. To honor our nation's heroes and especially to honor the individuals who serve and protect our community, please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you very much. May we have the roll call, please, Clerk Timick?
Yes, President Rudolph. Trustee Avakian.
Here.
Trustee Chen.
Here.
Trustee Fink.
Here.
Trustee Lewis is absent. Trustee Martin.
Here.
Trustee Naraki is absent.
All right, thank you very much. All right, the next item on our agenda, I am going to pass to Village Manager Bear regarding special recognition tonight.
Thank you very much. I would ask Dr. Vallone to come up to the podium. We do have a special presentation for our Master Code professional, Robert Schmidt.
And Robert, would you join me up here as well? Sure. All right, so good evening, President Rudolph, trustees, and Clerk Timick. I am pleased to recognize the village's building official, Robert Schmidt, for recently earning his International Code Council's Master Code Professional designation. This is the highest level of Code Council certification and the gold standard for demonstrating proficiency in the code profession. Robert joins an elite group of Master Code professionals whose achievements continue to benefit both the code profession and local communities like Western Springs. To earn his Master Code Professional designation, Robert had to obtain 30 credits by passing International Code Council examinations. These credits are divided into 2 categories. These categories are core examinations, which are a total of 20 credits, and then elective credits totaling 10. Robert has been working towards this goal since 2006. Robert is only the 51st person to achieve this certification in the state of Illinois and joins a worldwide group of just over 1,000 certified professionals. So I would like to congratulate Robert on the significant achievement and present him with this small memento that reflects his code professional certification.
Wow.
Congratulations, Robert.
Thank you.
you like to say anything?
I'm not much on speeches, so bear with me, but thank you very much for taking the time this evening. I do appreciate it. I really do.
you wanna
Don't get a lot of
introduce your
recognition
your
such as
family?
this in my lifetime, and yes, and thank you for them for coming out, and everybody for that matter, who came out from my behalf tonight. Thank you. So, other than that, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It's a great
Thank
recognition.
you.
That's so impressive to be in really such an elite group. We're really fortunate to have you here. So congrats on that.
Congratulations.
Thank you for all that hard work.
And tenacity, that's a long time to be working on that. That's
It is.
fantastic.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult to get into it. I'd bore you to death with it, but yes. There's over 25 separate certifications that went with that. but,
Wow.
Yeah, it takes a
Wow.
long time.
Outstanding. Well done.
That is-
Many begin the process, but you can tell only 1% finish it, from my understanding of the math on it. So,
Good job.
Well, congrats.
So, thank
And-
you.
Well done.
I
And
appreciate
thanks
that.
on
And I-
everybody for coming out
Yeah,
to
I
be here
appreciate it.
too, and to
Thank you.
just share in the
Taking the time.
congratulations here.
Thank you.
Robert, would you like to introduce your family?
Oh, sure, I apologize about that. My wife Kristen, who looks tickled pink. My son Colton, who's not paying attention over there. And my daughter Emily, who's always the center of attention in the front.
I like your boots.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you again, I do appreciate it. And acknowledgements. Thank you.
I absolutely want to recognize family. I think the accomplishments that Robert achieved takes away from time he spends with his family, the many years of studying and taking these certification tests is dedication above and beyond what he put in here at the village all of those years. So Robert, thank you very much for your dedication and your commitment. And tonight on our agenda, we have some culmination of the work that you've done with the building code approvals that'll be on. So that's a special time to acknowledge you as well. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, thank you again, and thanks to his family too. Thanks for all of your support along the way. Great. All right, very good. We will move on, and you are all welcome to stay if you would like. The usual.
Good evening. That gave me goosebumps, just that was nice. That was really nice.
It's really nice. Yeah, really impressive. All right. We will move on to the next item on our agenda, which is public comment, and I don't see anybody here for that. All right. The next item is the approval of our meeting minutes from our February 9th meeting minutes, if anybody has any comments. Okay, otherwise those will be on the omnibus. We'll move on to our committee reports, beginning with general government. Trustee Chen.
No report.
Thank you very much. And moving to Finance Committee, Trustee Martin.
Yes, we have two items, both previously discussed. The first, the Finance Committee reviewed this item about the modification to the fees in the village fee schedule on our meeting on January 20th, and we were recommending the approval of the proposed village code updates and the creation of the fee schedule as outlined, and that will be on the omnibus. This proposed fee updates address market adjustments, operational costs, and key initiatives related to services provided in the village. Any questions or comments? Okay. The second item we have is, sorry. Sorry. I lost my place. There. Thank you. The second item is also on the omnibus. It is an ordinance implementing a non-home rule municipal retailers occupation tax and a non-home rule municipal service occupation tax in the village of Western Springs. This item has been previously discussed. As you know, we discussed this last year on multiple occasions, and the village board discussed this item last on our meeting on February 9th, and it is on the omnibus this evening. And that is for the Finance Committee report.
Okay, any questions for Trustee Martin? All right. Moving to Planning and Zoning Committee, Trustee Fink.
Only one item for us. We discussed it last week, or last meeting, but Planning and Zoning recommends approving the Title IX building code updates. That's all I have.
Okay. that
And that's
was-
on omnibus as well.
That is a significant update. Any further questions or discussions on that? Okay, very good. All right, Public Works and Water Committee report. That's going to be handled by,
Me.
all right.
So a couple of things we discussed at our committee meeting. We did discuss the Woodland Avenue reconstruction project, and I was going to ask Director Super if he could just give us an update real quickly on that.
Yeah, so last week we did host the resident meeting for the project. We had a very good turnout, a lot of good questions came out. We've been updating information on the village website. That project will be kicking off here very quickly. Work will actually begin this week with some of the tree removals and tree trimming, and then we're anticipating that the contractor themselves will likely be kicking off construction first week of March here. So we're encouraging residents and anybody who's interested in either living on the project area or just interested in receiving updates about the project to please sign up for the email notifications on the village website. If you go to wsprings.com, you can find a process to sign up for those email notifications.
Great, thank you. Okay, and we have several items on the omnibus tonight. We recommend approval of a professional services agreement with Robinson Engineering to help us replace water main valves in various locations throughout the village for amount not to exceed $46,500. The valves are used to isolate water main breaks or stop the flow of water for other construction work. Our committee also recommends approval of a vendor contract with Filtration Services for $95,700 to procure parts and services for the Amiad iron removal units at the water plant. We recommend full board approval and a bid waiver of vendor contract with Ferguson Waterworks, our sole source provider for the purchase of water meters and accessories for an amount not to exceed $22,822.08. We need to restock our supply of water meters and be ready for another busy construction season. We should also note that the dollars spent here are recaptured when we collect new meter installation fees. Also, the Public Works and Water Committee recommends the full board approval of a vendor contract with More Oil for fuel supply and delivery for an amount not to exceed $100,000. They've supplied fuel for the village's fleet for several years. The fueling system is automated and sends alerts to More Oil when the fuel level falls a certain threshold, and that triggers the delivery. So those are the items on the omnibus. There's just one other item. I thought Director Super could update us on the new filter membranes that have been installed at the water treatment plant.
Yes, thanks, Trustee Martin. So as we reported earlier this month, we were scheduled to replace the filters for the RO system at the water treatment plant. That was completed last week successfully. The water plant staff has noted that they've already seen significant improvements in various water quality analysis, ranging from hardness to calcium measurements, et cetera. We will be getting our updated sampling information on the village website here shortly, and then as it relates to the radium specifically, that's about a 30-day turnaround from the lab. So those samples have been submitted, and as soon as we get that information, we'll be posting that online as well.
And this impacts all of the water service throughout the whole village, all residents?
Correct. This is part of the RO system that is the main finished water that comes out of the treatment plant.
Okay, right. And you said about a month before we update or are able to retest and get the radium?
We've taken the sample and it's been submitted to the lab, but it's a 30-day turnaround to get
I
the
see.
results back.
Okay, so there's that immediate of an impact by the swapping of the filters?
Correct.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's good to know.
And then the goal is to just average down the observations to the level that we're targeting.
Okay, great.
Thank you. And that's the report for Public Works and Water.
All right, thank you very much. All right, moving on to Properties and Rec, and that will be Trustee Chen.
Yes, I will take that tonight. This item was previously discussed at our last board meeting. It's for the 2026 contract renewals, which is item I on the omnibus tonight.
Okay,
That is all.
thank you very much. And Public Health and Safety, Trustee Avakian.
I'm actually going to make an addendum to this. I'm going to ask the staff just needs a few more time to work on some wording for the contracting for this, so we're going to ask to remove this item for the joint purchase of the fire department self-contained breathing apparatus from tonight's omnibus for the next one.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you very much. All right, we will move on to action on the agenda items and move to the omnibus. The Illinois state statutes allow a municipality to collectively vote on a group of ordinances, resolutions, and other motions such as awards of contracts, appointments, etc. This is known as an omnibus vote. All the items contained on the omnibus vote list have been previously discussed by the President and Board of Trustees on at least one occasion and often on several occasions. By placing them on the omnibus vote list, a single vote may be taken to approve them. A trustee may remove any item from the list and have it discussed and voted on separately prior to the omnibus vote. Is there any such request tonight? All right, Trustee Chen.
Thank you. President Rudolph, I move that the following ordinances, resolutions, and motions as contained on the meeting agenda for February 23rd, 2026 be adopted and/or approved under an omnibus vote. Item A, a motion to approve the February 9th, 2026 President and Board of Trustees meeting minutes as read. Item B, ordinance number 26-3312, an ordinance amending Titles 1, Administration, 3, Business Regulations, 5, Public Health and Safety, 6, Police Regulations, 7, Motor Vehicles and Traffic, 8, Public Ways and Property, 9, Building Regulations, and 11, Franchises and Utilities of the Western Springs Municipal Code related to village fees. Item C, ordinance number 26-3313, an ordinance implementing a non-home rule municipal retailer's occupation tax and a non-home rule municipal service occupation tax in the village of Western Springs. Item D, ordinance number 26-3314, an ordinance amending Title IX Building Regulations of the Western Springs Municipal Code related to building code. Item E, resolution number 26-2980, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a professional services agreement between the Village of Western Springs and Robinson Engineering Limited of Frankfort, Illinois, for design and construction engineering of water valve replacements in an amount not to exceed $46,500. Item F, resolution number 26-2981, a resolution approving the waiver of the competitive bidding process in lieu of purchase from a sole source provider and authorizing the approval and execution of a vendor contract to be entered into with Filtration Solutions LLC of Sussex, New Jersey for the procurement of parts and service for the Amiad iron removal system and authorizing the expenditure of village funds in an amount of $95,700. Item G, resolution number 26-2982, a resolution authorizing the waiver of the competitive bid process in lieu of purchase from a sole source provider and approving and authorizing the purchase of water meters and accessories from Ferguson Waterworks LLC of Elgin, Illinois, for a total amount not to exceed $22,000, $822.08. Item H, resolution number 26-2983, a resolution waiving the competitive bid process in lieu of purchase from a sole source provider and approving and authorizing the purchase and delivery of fuel from Moore Oil Company of Forest Park, Illinois, for a total amount not to exceed $100,000. Item I, a motion to approve the following one-year contract renewals with the following vendors: Go Painters, Inc. for hydrant and streetlight painting, Lakeshore Recycling Systems, LLC for street sweeping, and Desiderio Landscaping and Tree Removal, LLC for tree removal. Item J has been removed.
Thank you very much. May we have a second, please?
I'll second.
All right, very good. May we have the roll call vote, please?
Yes, President Rudolph. Trustee Avakian.
Aye.
Trustee Chen.
Aye.
Trustee Fink.
Aye.
Trustee Lewis is absent. Trustee Martin.
Aye.
Trustee Naraki is absent. President Rudolph.
Aye.
The ordinances, resolutions, and motions contained in the agenda of February 23rd, 2026 are hereby adopted or approved.
Thank you. All right, Manager Bear, any new business or old business?
No.
All right, thank you. Moving to reports then, please. The monthly financial report, Trustee Martin?
Yes, in the packet, you had the monthly financials for January. I submit those for approval. What you'll notice in there is that each of the funds are slowly gathering fees for expenditures. One of the things we have received is the $15 million from the first bond issuance. So the general fund is larger, has a larger dollar amount in our reserves right now. We are going to be talking about reserves as we go throughout the year and the level of reserves. And we still benefit from a really nice market and great market returns on those reserves. So all of that matters from a cash flow perspective. But I just wanted to point that out to you, Director Macedonia. Any other comments you'd like to make about January's financials?
No, you pretty much covered everything. I would just like to say that the police pension fund had realized and unrealized gains of 2.66% again for the month of January, which for the trailing 12 months is 18.26%. So still doing very, very well.
Thank you.
I'm trying not to get attached to that very strong return.
But we have to take it when we can.
Right, we take it while we can, exactly right.
All right. Do you want to make a motion to approve
Yes,
those?
I apologize. I move to approve the January 2026 financial reports as presented.
Can we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, and this is roll call vote for these, right?
Correct.
Yes, okay, roll call vote, please.
Yes, President Rudolph. Trustee Avakian.
Aye.
Trustee Fink.
Aye.
Trustee Chen.
Aye.
Trustee Naraki is absent. Trustee Lewis is absent. Trustee Martin.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, moving on, my report is only to just also reflect on the Woodland Avenue open house. I think it was well publicized, and accordingly that it was quite well attended the entire time from 5 to 7. We had residents here through the duration. I thought it was really well put together with the various stations and the poster boards, and each of our staff who was there, as well as our engineering firm around to answer questions. And I think everybody was pretty pleased with the information they were able to get during that. I think everybody who came in got their questions asked and answered, and just really well done overall. I think it's a good format, and I think it was at a good time of day, and I think the way that we publicized it all works quite well. So
Thank you.
It seems like a good model.
Thank you.
And that's all I have. So to you, Village Manager Bear.
I just have one item. Lately, there have been a lot of scams in our area, both in Western Springs as well as in our neighboring communities. And so in response to that, we've been putting out a lot of information on social media, a lot of information at our senior center. We are hosting on March 5th at 1 p.m. a Scam Awareness for Seniors event. Everyone is welcome to come to that, but it is intended to allow our seniors to ask questions and things like that. Chief Gilhooly and his staff have been talking with the business community in town to make sure that they're aware, as well as talking to our neighboring communities and working in partnership with those police departments. Chief Gilhooly, I don't know if you have anything more you want to add about the session, or?
Yeah, it's about an hour presentation that we're going to, an hour presentation on March 5th. And it's just the various scams we've been seeing via telephone or ruse type entries that are occurring at people's houses too. So there's definitely been an influx in the last year or two, so.
We appreciate you keeping an eye on that and creating these forums for residents, though. It's just the pace at which this has picked up. It's really, I don't know if it's AI or just automation in general, too, that's just making this at a higher pace, it seems like.
Yeah, and the more they become informed, the less they're susceptible to become a victim, so.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That's all I have.
All right, very good. Village Attorney Skrosky.
I have no report tonight, thank you.
All right, very good. Well, if there is nothing else, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I will make that motion.
I will second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.
Yay. Very good.
Any college decisions at your house yet?
Well, I have.